Today I want to do a how to split a Stihl crank case. The reason why I'm doing it is because to split this, it's not as easy as you would assume. You could easily damage it. You don't want to take screwdrivers and split down the center. I was able to get a little bit done, but after a while, I'm the same. I've done a couple chainsaws, and for whatever reason, they have a pretty high tendency of coming apart without actually needing anything additional. But this one is not that case, that's for sure. So how do you do it? Well, you get this insanely expensive tool. Let's look at it. Now, it's not like it's going to break the bank if you do have to buy it, but let me just explain what $60 gets you. Might have been 65, I don't remember. Get like a 1 by 1.5 inch square tube that's welded to, looks like just two pieces. Yeah, two pieces that are cut out into this shape. It's like a horseshoe, more or less. And that then just has this attached to it, which I think the only hard part of really this whole thing is getting this end, which, to be honest, if you were to grind this down to a point, like a bolt, you probably would get the same result. That then, of course, is welded to a bar for easy twisting. But yeah, that's what $60 gets you. So if you're going to need to do this and you have access to a welder and some material, I mean, I want to say you should take this plan and make it yourself. But if you can find something along the lines to do this, this would be a great benefit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it set up and I'll bring it back. Took the piston off. I don't think you could do it with the piston still in, so take it off. I mean, if you're going to be splitting the case, you're probably going to be doing something with the piston anyway, or replacing the crank, or whatever you're going to do. You're going to have to take the piston off. So the end with the this soft end just goes inside there. As you can tell, there's these little secure mounting points in there, and then screw just goes into the end. Now try to make everything as straight as possible and hold on to it and crank it down. Definitely fighting a little bit. I'm gonna put the crank down. No, crank needs to be up. Okay, let's try this again. You don't want to do this too hard because you could potentially break it. It's really not feeling good. Huh? Who would guess that I would have gotten the hard one? can't get this set up again. Let's try this again. That's just not wanting to come undone at all. So obviously these can be a little rough, so I let it soak overnight in some penetrating oil with the tool. Not super tight, but I wanted to have at least a little bit of a gap, and then it worked. That's probably not strictly necessary. You could probably just brute force it, but I don't really want to do that. But now, as you can tell, we are at least well in our removal stage. Kind of backstory. One of the reasons why I'm even doing this is because I need to replace the bearing, and you can tell all that play is in the bearing. So that's why I was removing it. So I'm going to put it back on there, pull it apart, because right now it's just kind of stuck in there. That should be about it. So if you need to split a Stihl crank case, this is not your tool. You do not want to do that. You're going to want to either buy or make one of these. Now, word of caution. I came out here this afternoon after letting it soak for about 24 hours. And I just got a little bar to kind of give me more leverage to turn. And at that point, as soon as I moved it like maybe a half an inch, popped. I thought potentially it was broken. I now know it's not. But the reason why, because of these. You need to get those out. Well, you need to get the case split with those there. So if you hear a pop, don't necessarily assume that you've messed it up. That's what you want to hear. Okay, well, hopefully this helped you out if you have a hard time splitting this case. Now, obviously when you do this, you're going to have to put it back together. When you put it back together, you're going to need a whole gasket kit. Just buy the kit, don't just buy the gaskets for, just the sealing for right here. Buy the seals. You might as well change the bearings if you're already this far. Buy the gasket for the top. Or it's escaping me, but the mounting gasket, and everything else should be, normal. However you took it out the first time. Okay. Put a thumbs up if you like it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Later.